On a clear day, rise and look around you, and you can see who you are. On a clear day, how it will astound you that the glow of your being outshines every star. You'll feel part of every mountain, sea and shore. You can hear from far and near a word you never heard.
Aloha, jazz lover, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to another Jazz Intersection interview. For this interview, we visit with Japan-born, New York-based, the beautiful jazz songstress TAEKO Fukao. Aloha, TAEKO, and welcome to the Jazz Intersection.
Aloha, James. How are you?
I'm just fine. Thank you so much for being with us this early morning.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
How are things in New York?
Yes. Oh, well, New York, it's great. It was hot, but these days it's easier and lots of outdoor free concerts going on. It's beautiful here.
So it means you've been busy.
Yes, I've been busy doing my own outdoor concerts here and there.
Good, good. You know, growing up in Japan, I wonder, and I know my audience would wonder, growing up in Japan, how did your love of music come about, and what were your inspirations?
I guess music for jazz. Question is, well, the love for music came, although my family wasn't any musicians, but my grandfather and my father loved singing Japanese traditional kind of singing.
Okay.
And I, was listening, and it wasn't quite like a professional musician, but then I had music and the singing part of it in me. I always had the desire to sing. Then I came to the States when I was a high school student, went to the state of Michigan. I was taken into a movie theater, and I saw a movie called The Commitment. Do you know about that?
The Commitment.
Commitment. That's a movie of Irish people, young Irish people trying to play soul music, so-called soul music.
Oh, no.
Get the Aretha Franklin. It's an interesting thing. Mm-hmm. And being in the States, I had no idea of what they were saying because English wasn't quite good, But I was able to hear the music, and I really loved it. Since then, I was into American kind of music since my high school.
Okay.
Then I went to college and started to see jazz musicians at the college.
College in the States or in Japan?
That was in Japan, Kyoto, Japan.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I was studying law, though. I majored in law. Okay. And I was being around jazz musicians, and I started singing a mix of jazz and R&B. But jazz in Japan was a little bit more conservative, and also, to me, it sounded complicated, so I didn't quite like it until the time I came to the States in 1998. Mm-hmm. Really heard jazz in New York City live, and it hit me strong. It had such an energy. It was spontaneous. It was wonderful. And since then I've been cultivating my craft of jazz.
Yeah, see, you've been around. Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
I enjoyed your videos. I watched your videos.
Oh, you did. Thank you. That's from the CD release performance in 2008. Now you want to see a new one coming in soon in a few days.
Right. Oh,
yeah.
You have a new one besides Voice?
It's called The Voice, yes. The previous
right.
release is called One Love. That was in late 2007, and I had a CD release performance in 2008. Now I have a new release called Voice, and that just came out in June of 2010, and I did a release performance in New York, the club called the Gitano. It was great. The place was packed, and there was so much love. Now this CD is going to be released in Japan in October, so I'm going to have an entire country tour in Japan in October.
Oh, okay. So I've been very blessed having a copy of it already.
Oh, I'm blessed to be here with you.
Before we talk about Voice, tell us about making your first album, you know, how did that feel, and you know, how did you feel about the whole thing?
Well, James, let me tell you, the One Love is the first release that was marketed in the States, but I had 3 CDs prior to that.
Oh, okay. All right.
And that was more like a demo, but I still a full length. And I started this since 1999. You know, first recording was in 1999. The second one, 2002. The third one, 2004. All are on learning experience. Then the fourth one, One Love, came. By the time I recorded the 4th CD, I was blessed with a wonderful coach called Juanita Fleming.
Yes, yes.
Worked on my dictions and all the singing techniques, and she sat me down and just, you know, she took time. Every Saturday I was at her place working on, you know, whatever we could work on. And then I recorded my 4th CD called One Love, and that started to really open up my horizon.
Okay, all right.
Right, so it was not my first project, and that's also is a good thing because, as you know, recording is also, it takes a experience.
Very much so.
And right, so I already had 3 previous.
And speaking of your teaching, I see you had private studies with not only Juanita Fleming, but Marion Cowlings and Barry Harris.
Right, Marion is a great jazz singer who writes his own lyrics, and also he's a great scat, singing.
Right.
Vocally, wonderful person. And Barry also is like, he's a teacher for everyone. He does workshop every Tuesday in the city, and he's so knowledgeable. Once you go to his workshop, you have a lot to work on home.
Okay, all right.
Wonderful.
All right.
New York City is great. Just to be around this city is a big lesson.